It's first, right? I was talking to a young kid today, and he was telling me about like, first of all, he like in the streets, like people dudes be selling bud, doing what they do in the streets and shit. So this not the first, and it's not the first time that this happened to me though. Since I've been on this path, where I get it. So like I was in the streets and shit, and I don't believe like there is even a way for you to be not 100% in the streets. Like, once you decide to take that step, anything could really befall you. Anything can happen. Now, a lot of people got dreams outside of it because when you dealing around in the streets, I mean, can you get rich in the streets? Is it a possibility? Yeah. But not everybody realize that your chances of getting rich in the streets is the same thing as making it to the NBA. What? Yo, your chances of getting rich or selling drugs in the streets is the same chances you got of fucking playing quarterback for the Kansas City Chiefs right now. You can do it. But what do you sacrifice in the process of that being your dream? Like if your dream was to get rich in the streets, you're going to jail at some point. Or you either go to jail, you lose it, die, or you flip it into something else. Hopefully. Hopefully you can flip it into something else, right? No, it's real. Drinking coffee for y'all right now, right? But look. So the thing happens where, and it's another dude too, he want to come do the same thing, but I was telling him like, yo, bro, like, yo, listen. It's not what you think. It take hard work and dedication. So let me tell y'all something, right? It was a time when I was hustling in my neighborhood, right? And whenever I would go somewhere to hang out or do something else, my phone be ringing. People need my services. And no matter where I was at, I look at the person, and after a while, people knew. For the bulk of my life, I was just in the streets. But hey, I gotta start him. I gotta get to my bread. I gotta get to my money. So that shit start to take up the time. It start to snatch up the time that you fuck around need to invest in the time into whatever that next step might be, into whatever you trying to launch yourself into. Now, like a lot of young hustlers, do you really even know whether or not you hustling for your music career? To be an actor? To be a podcaster, some kind of entertainer? To be a business owner? You want to open up barbershop? That's real shit, gang. Do you even know what it takes to operate a business? Do you really know how to do business? Some people think because they selling drugs that they businessmen. Drugs drugs are some of the easiest shit to sell in the world. All you got to do is really have the heart to do it. They kind of sell themselves. So there is a difference between a drug dealer and a hustler. There is a difference between a drug dealer and an entrepreneur. Not saying all drug dealers don't know what the fuck going on the other side, but the majority don't. You starting as a young man, you just getting in there, you hustling for girls, sneakers, attention. That's your shit. You hang out in that element. But if you hang out in that element, how do you get to the next element to do the shit that you was actually saying you wanted to do? How does that happen? So it be like a dude be like, yo, I'm about to da da da, and it be like, damn, a nigga locked in, gotta stick around to that. And the only way to get comfortable with that is to stack your bread, right? Some people don't get it. That's something I didn't understand when I was younger neither. So I grew up poor. My moms don't give a fuck about me. I ain't got no pops. Like, all I got is street niggas and older cousins and shit pushing me in this direction. And I ain't got shit, holes in my sneaker, all that kind of shit, right? So, of course, when I get into the streets, what the fuck is my goal? I want to get money. I want to look fly. I want the girls to be on my body. I want the newest of this. I want to be able to do whatever, right? But was my plan to stay in the streets forever? I was too young and stupid and naive to even know what the plan was. I was just doing something. So a lot of times when I'm interacting with people, I understand they be at that stage. Sometimes they be old. They could be a nigga could be 50, 60 years old and still locked in the dumb shit. If you from probably New York or LA or somewhere where gang culture is really big, you know 50, 60-year-old niggas that's gang banging out there with fucking 18, 19, 20-year-old niggas talking about dumb shit. 50, 60-year-old niggas out there, whether or not worrying about whether or not Gunna is a snitch or what the fuck? Like, who got shot? What happened with the Federico case in Brooklyn? With like, bro. So niggas be in that cycle, trapped in that cycle, but not aware that they in that cycle or trapped in that cycle. But they want to do something else. Interacting with me be weird for niggas, cause I'm that. I exude that. I seem like I'm that. Like, wherever I'm at, I got some kind of I have, like, I ain't been going that long. So, in a lot of ways, like, I still really just smell like it. And trust me, I'm washing and cleaning every day to get that fucking smell off me, because there ain't no benefit to it. Unless you in it. You gotta take your street nigga prestige. You gotta take whatever the fuck you trying to put together from the streets and bring that shit somewhere else for it to really be supported and admired and loved, and for it to really bring you something that's worthwhile. If you're not doing that, then you gonna end up fucked around. And like I said, nigga want to get in the streets like, yo, I'm going to get rich. Your chances of getting rich in the streets selling drugs is as if you was trying to go to the NBA. But the other shit is higher, like the prison, to get murdered, the fuck your whole life up. Those percentages is higher. Them motherfuckers could be like breathing air. The chances of you weathering the storms, picking up the information, learning, applying, assimilating it, then applying it, so that you could take your street money and build up a business. Ooh. And then you need to be smart enough to figure out how you gonna build that business off that money without letting some people know that that's what the fuck you did. Cause just when you think you out, now they done come snatch that ass back up and you in. So when I'm talking to the young dude today, I'm like, yo, a motherfucker don't be knowing how much hard work, sacrifice, and dedication, how much discipline they gotta have when trying to do some other shit. And you better not wait till it's too late. Oh, but boo, when it's too late? Too late is when it's too late. You'll know when to end. A motherfucker telling you in your face, you better not wait till it's too late. It don't mean nothing. It's not meant to mean nothing in that point. It's meant to mean something to you on the day it's over. I tell people that all the time. Because I know that that's what the fuck going on. Ain't none of you talk to nobody who came back and told you nothing. Ain't none of y'all died cognitively enough to understand it. But in your last moments, when you ain't coming back, and all those thoughts is flashing before your head, everything, when you thinking about everything. You know how fast the mind go? It been a half an hour. You look up, you done thought about 750,000 things. When these getting to the last few thousand things, and you putting that shit together in your head, that queasy feeling, that no good. Imagine if that burned in your head. That be hell. Imagine you know you ain't get your all the shit. In some capacity, all us humans is running from that to that. Like, who the fuck wants to not be shit? You want to die and nobody remember you. All that work you put in the hood. All that time you did in the prisons. But you ain't left nothing. You ain't really accomplished nothing. You run around here feeling like you the most accomplished nigga on the planet. Because you did what everybody else did. Got in the streets, shot niggas, gang banged, went to jail, came home, got in the streets, shot niggas, gang banged, went to jail, came home, got in the streets, shot niggas, died. 10 years later, you better hope niggas got some tattoos, them t-shirts that niggas make, them buttons. Them t-shirts get dirty. Nigga throw them bitches right on out, nigga. Nigga clean up they put pit bull dog shit in the house with that t-shirt. Them buttons get lost, nigga. Your whole existence fuck around be lost out there. I'm not kicking no ex-street nigga shit. I'm telling you what the fuck it really is. You want to throw a ball? Throw it on Sunday night. Nigga, run full steam for your dreams. I'll play the song for you. Maybe not tonight. We ain't gonna play it. But hey, go for the gusto. But what the fuck is the gusto? You got to know what the apex is. You got to really know what you kind of want. So it do be times when I be like, I feeling like, but I'm going to put the work in. If you follow me on YouTube, you're going to go to my YouTube. Okay. If Twitch, wherever I'm at, I'm trying to do the work, gang. I don't know what else to do. And that's not a place that niggas want to get to. I don't be about preaching to niggas. I get to showing a nigga. I cut a nigga off and go in the other direction. I ain't got no time to waste. I already did that part. So I'll just go ahead and like take it in on the hop. That's what type of time I be on. So like, for any dudes that's like, they want to make any kind of transition. You only got to be a street dude. You could just be trying to transition from one career to the next. If you're trying to build up your own business from scratch. It's a whole lot of shit you got to know. But before you even get to that point, you got to get to knowing that it's going to take sacrifice, discipline, and dedication, gang. Because you got to try to get your phone to start ringing and busting with other kind of ways to get money, with other kind of opportunity. When that money dropping on you, like you got to figure out a way like to hit these social media sites and get chicken off these social media sites and have it dropping on, have that do like oh, it's a text. Oh, down, this ain't a text message from a Sting. This ain't no punch. Oh, this just Twitter. Oh, this just Twitch. Oh, this just YouTube. Whatever. You gotta figure out a way to finagle that. if that's what you want to do. If you want to open up a chain of barbershops, nigga, you better find a way to get them heads cut. You gotta sacrifice discipline, dedication, or you gonna get your head cut off in the courtroom. That shit sound ugly, but hey, man, we done been down the line, right? We done talked about that before, right? Seems like I know so much about it. Fuck around, get yourself entangled in some shit that's way worse than the Will and Jada shit. You gonna fuck around, get yourself entangled with some shit that's gonna snatch up the rest of your goddamn life. We know it's true. We don't even really gotta pretend that that's not so, gang. We gonna get to some reactions, though. That's what we here for, right?